What is up, everybody, and welcome to Sunday night's live stream with me, Andy from Lost Boys Recovery, and I'm going to bring in my special co-host, Dustin from Dutch Boy Adventures. Hopefully, everybody's been having a great weekend so far. A lot of new people here in the chat already. We're up to 21 people, and we just started. A lot of new faces I see, so that's awesome. Tonight's show is going to be a really good one. We have Matt and Pete from DIGSTOCK Events talking about their upcoming event. And not just their upcoming event, but also their one in the spring as well. Without further ado, let me bring in my special co-host, Dutch Boy Adventures. And by the way, guys, if you have not checked out Dustin's channel, Dutch Boy Adventures here on YouTube, please do. I'll put up his link here in a second. Let's bring him in.
What's up, brother, man?
How's it going?
You getting out detecting, man?
A little bit here and there. I mean, it's been busy, but looking forward to the fall in the fields, to be honest. So, yeah.
Your last video is pretty killer, dude. How many phones did you find?
The last video we had I wouldn't say it went viral, but I think it's got close to 10,000 views. There was 3 cell phones, like 5 rings, key fobs. I mean, you name it. It was loaded with finds, like front to back, a 22-minute video, and it was just tokens and coins. If you guys haven't checked that video out, please do. It was one of my best videos. So, but thanks,
good stuff. Real good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. We got a good one today, don't we?
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I mean, basically because you and I are both going to this event. A lot of information that we'll have, as long as the viewers here as well. There's a lot of people that are going to be going to that event in the chat. If they have any questions along the way, feel free to bring those up in the chat, and I'll try to bring them across the line to Matt and Pete as well. So.
Let's not forget what today is, 9/11. Our hearts go out to all those affected, and lost people. And just wanted to mention that.
Yeah,
we have not forgotten here at Lost Boys Recovery. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I woke up this morning, I thought today's 9/11, and I saw some posts about it, and I'm glad you brought that up. So that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, so let's get on to more happier thoughts. So the next thing I want to bring up is if you won something from me from the live stream 2 weeks ago, I need your Andy's going to put up my my email address. Go ahead and send me your information and what you won so I can send that out to you. I finally got caught up with the work I was on, and I have everything here to send. I just need to know who to send it to, except for John Donaldson. I got his info. So yeah, if you don't have a chance right now, just go back and watch the beginning of the video, and you'll see the email at the bottom of the screen. So, and then if I have giveaways today, which I do, same thing. Make sure you email me. That way it doesn't put it on Andy, and he sends it to me, and I'll be honest, guys, I forget. And then I'm like, Andy, can you get that for me? And then he has to scroll all the way back through, and it's not fair to him. So yeah, just do that if you can. But that's all, and I'll get your stuff out. Sorry for the delay.
Thank you.
That's pretty much all I have aside from today's show.
So we got people rolling in here quick. Dustin.
They are hellos.
We're up to 38 people in here already, so that's good.
Yeah. And thanks, guys. We appreciate it. We really do. We're glad that we have people here, that are tuning in every 2 weeks now and checking out our content. So thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it. We do.
And somebody just sent me a super chat, BC Treasure Trails. Thanks again, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That kind of stuff helps to pay for shipping costs and things like that. It's very appreciative of the super chatters, and it's very nice of you guys. So
2 things. Jersey Ray, what's up, girlfriend? And to Ace, there it is. There's the lovely no, I have a good haircut. Let's just promote my hat. So that's like tonight. I'm gonna give away a Dutch Boy Adventures hat and a Dutch Boy Adventure shirt. So that's what I have put out.
And I have some hats and shirts as well. So we'll have some giveaways, some good stuff.
Yeah. But this show wasn't about giveaways tonight. This was about learning about DIGSTOCK, not just about what's been found before or, anything like that, but actually learning, talking to the promoters, getting ready for this live stream. We learned a lot, and where their heads are at too, like where they're trying to take this event. And I think what they have in mind is it's pretty freaking awesome. I mean, they're turning this into a super duper family friendly event. You know what I mean? So there's some exciting stuff to talk about for 5, but we're going to get the ins and outs to start on 4 for those of us that are going, what to expect. And that's where, if you're going to 4, ask those questions initially, and then we'll break off, after a half hour or so, and we'll go right into 5, because that's really where we need to be at this point, other than getting us the information to help us along. And look at that. Thank you, Robert. We
Thanks,
love
Rob.
you. Thank you so much. Check out Mainly Dirt Fishing, and Robert. He's an awesome dude. We're gonna get to hang out with him at DIGSTOCK.
Yep.
So there's hugs coming and all kinds of crap. So that's awesome, man. But yeah, anyways, that's how we're gonna flow the show. So, Mr. Snell.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are going to the current DIGSTOCK here in October, let us know in the chat. And like I said earlier, if you guys have any questions along the way when we're starting to talk about some of the things, if you feel like there's something like you wanted to ask, now's the time to know. That's why the thumbnail said, before you go, or how do I say it? It said, before you go, what stuff you'd like
you need to know before you go.
Exactly. And it's like, that's kind of why the show, why the show came about. So definitely.
And these guys are great guys. I mean, I guess we met them or started talking to them earlier in the year and got to know them over this past year, and really fantastic guys. I mean, they're into this. They're passionate about metal detecting. I mean, Matt's trophy room.
Right.
That's dope. That's some good stuff there, man. And Pete, that guy's always on a freaking adventure. That should be like Pete's Adventure Channel, because that guy's out on kayaks and lakes and mountains and streams. And so anyway, we got some good guys that are going to be on for you guys tonight.
Hey, real quick, Dustin, there is a lot of people mentioning that they are going to the October DIGSTOCK. And I mean, they've been saying, a lot of the new people in here that I've yet to see, thanks for tuning in to the show tonight. Like I said, hopefully you guys have some questions as well for Matt and Pete about the event that we're going to have here in October, or, obviously in the spring. So
one key thing that I'll start with, okay, DIGSTOCK IV is sold out. They have 52 people on their alternate list. Okay, that's so, like, if you want, as far as DIGSTOCK IV, you could get on that alternate list, but good luck getting 52 people, not going, and then you're the 53rd one that gets to go.
Right.
So, but the moral of this story is, when we talk about 5, jump on it. Get those tickets before you're one of the 52 wishing you were going to the other event. Don't think about it too long or hard. If it's something you plan on doing at some point, do it, because these guys sell out. They're expecting to sell out in the next month or 2, and that's going to be what, 4 months, 5 months before or 2 or 3 months before the event. So just keep that in mind. 52 alternates, and this event, this is still like a month and a half away. So just wanted to put that in there.
Yeah, the question just was, where is the March hunt? It's in North Carolina, that El Digger. Yeah. Thanks for putting that up there. But so we'll go over all that stuff too.
Yeah, and when we go over that, the only thing I could say from what I've learned is 4 is going to be awesome. 5 is going to be like Disneyland for detectors. You're going to want to go.
Right.
But yeah, let's we got a couple people in here yet that we could say hi to. Teresa is here.
Yep.
Borden. So we might as well just mail him one of our things out, because he always wins something. We'll just mail it ahead of time.
Main Dirt Sweepers is new in here. Thanks for coming to the channel.
Yeah,
BC Treasure Trails, thanks again for the super chat, and thanks for being here as well. The moderator tonight, Robert Coolberth, mainly dirt fishing's in here tonight. Ill Digger, we got a lot of people in here to say hi to everybody. So if I forget, Detecting
Blake.
Smile, Peter,
What up,
Dawn
Greg?
Williams, Jersey Ray Diggs. You want to say something, everybody? I missed. C Tucker's new tonight. We got
Yeah.
Dan from Dan's Lanyards, Stories from the Signal. We got Matt from Ski Searcher, Matt. Jim
Did you say
Latimer.
Shannon's here.
Yep.
You already say that? Sorry.
No, I did not. Ben Swadtek. I don't know if I said his name right. PNW
Yeah.
Artifact Recoverist. So there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. That's a great turnout.
Grandma Kelly's in here. Thanks for coming in, Grandma Kelly.
You know, and what's really satisfying is, you know, we didn't, you know, advertise any giveaways or anything like that. These guys are tuning in to for the content, straight up for the content. I love it. Thank you.
That's what we try to strive for here.
Yeah, so, it really is. I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say? I mean,
oh wait, someone said Sharon Latimer. Hello from Georgia. First dig stock.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, congrats. And can't wait to see you there. Say hi. Stop by, say hi.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin and I are going to meet tons of new people that we've talked to here in the chat. So we're looking forward to that. I mean, I know tons of people that are going to this event that I've yet to meet. So, I mean, I talked to Dan's Lanyards today, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going. I'll see you there." So, but yeah, it's
well, Alan's here finally, so we should start the show.
Gotcha. We got Mike from Great Finds just popped in.
Yeah, well, maybe we should wait a little bit more because we thought there'd be people straggling in.
We have over 50 people in the chat now, so they're increasingly going up.
What up, Mike? Yeah.
I think Robert he just sent me another super chat.
Yeah, he did.
Dang, man.
He's a nice guy. What else can you say?
Right. Yeah, thanks again, man. So, I mean, if you want to get into it,
I think we should.
You
know, there's a lot of information to go over. So I definitely think we should bring the guys in.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're going to bring in Matt and Peter of the DIGSTOCK events. They are the creators and masterminds behind the event. We're looking forward to this event this fall and also the spring. Let's bring them in here. And like I said, if you guys have any questions along the way, I'm going to try to look back and forth. That's why my head's always spinning like this. You know, I can put up those questions as we go. So everybody welcome Matt and Pete to the live stream.
Hey guys.
What up, brothers?
All right.
Did you get
how you doing tonight, guys? Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm doing
good, man. Hanging out.
All right.
Good deal. Well, Dustin, you want to get us started, man? I know you have a list of things.
We'll go ahead and we're gonna start talking about 4 because we got a lot of people that tuned in just to hear some about 4 because we got some first time people going and they had some questions on it. And then we're going to go in and spend a little more time on 5, event 5, and let you guys talk more about that one as well. So I guess to start out, you know, I already had mentioned that there's like 52 people on an alternate list waiting patiently and hoping that they can get into this event. So in order to give everyone the push on, you know, the DIGSTOCK 5, you know, don't wait until the last minute kind of thing. But I guess what we could start with is it's 4,500 acres. Okay. 4,500 acres. How the hell do you even start? Do you just take the map and look at it and go, okay, I'm going to go this way, that way? I mean, and then, you know, it's going to be a couple hundred people. So how do you start that out? I've never been to an event that big, a natural event that big. So how do we start this thing out?
Boy, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, it's so we provide everybody with a map a couple days before the event. So we just sent out an email to anybody that bought a ticket already. So if you haven't got it, check your junk mail, check your promotions email. Sometimes it gets stuck in there, but we kind of give everybody a heads up that 2 or 3 days before the event, we'll shoot out another email that'll basically have everything you need to know about when you arrive. It'll have the event location. It'll tell you some things that you should bring with you, but this is going to kind of help people for that same situation. You'll hear it straight from our mouths what we think is going to be best for you guys to do. 4,500 acres, yeah, I think it's 4,400 total, but it's a lot of land to traverse. Yeah. I over a weekend, I agree, but we give you guys a fully interactive map that basically you can click on a spot and you can walk right to it. So we'll have plenty of parking areas for people to park at. There'll be porta potties and stuff at a bunch of these more remote locations, just to kind of help out a little bit with that type of stuff. It's going to be a good time. I just went out with the farmer on Friday to finalize some things with him, and he's real confident that everything's going to be set up and ready to go by the time the hunt happens. So he said the last cut of hay will be about a week or 2 weeks just before the hunt. So it's going to be nice and short. At least all the alfalfa fields all the corn will be off. So it's going to be nice.
So is there a special person or group of people that'll be there to save people like me who get lost? I'm just curious, or do I
that'll be us. I think that'll be us. We'll be the ones there to help save you, because there's not really anybody else. We have a pretty good crew that comes. We have a bunch of volunteers that come to our events, mostly family and friends. So, I mean, I think Matt would agree. You won't get lost. You'll be fine. There'll be plenty of people out there to help get you back where you need to go.
Will there be any personalities at this one besides Andy?
Matt, I'll let you answer that one.
Yeah, so there's going to be, if you give me a second, I can actually pull up my list exactly who's going to be there. There's not going to be that many big celebrities at this one at 4, but there will be at 5.
Okay.
So at this one, at 4, I know I'm almost there. Hang on. Just hit me off guard here.
That's what I got. I got the tough questions, man.
I don't want to steer anybody wrong. I want to make sure they get the proper, information. All right, so here we go. We got Allison Coheen from American Digger will be there. Pete Schnitzel, maybe I say his last name right. He'll be there from American Digger. Russ Balabarona, Lucky Jen, and Ben Holmes from First Texas Fisher Technetics Bounty Hunter. They'll be there. From Note to Macro, we got Dwight Collin, New Age Goonies, Jason from Quarter Hoarder, and Doug Johnson. XP is representing Brad Johnson, Green Mountain Metal Detectors, and Nicoline Bohr. She's a big Instagrammer, big for XP. Then we've got the awesome people from Lost Boys coming. I mean, can't ask for anything better than that. And we don't know who's coming from Garrett yet. We're still waiting for Garrett to tell us who is coming to the event.
Now, do you want to wait till later to tell us who's coming to 5?
Yeah, let's wait till later.
Okay. I dig that. So what are you're gonna obviously, from some of the people you mentioned, you're gonna have some manufacturers set up for 4, right?
There will be a few there, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We know Debbie will be there. Debbie from Mine Lab, she will be there.
Okay.
With the Fisher, they're not gonna set up. Do it now?
Do they have that Mine Lab Jeep there, you think?
I'm assuming she will. She drives that thing everywhere. Yep, there you go. We'll have now Fisher won't have a tent set up. They're going to be more of a boots on the ground. They're going to be out mingling with people, in the field. I'm sure American Digger will have a booth set up, so if anybody finds anything that they'd like to get put in the magazine, be sure you get up with Butch so he can take pictures and, get you in the magazine. Lucky
Butch
Jen. I don't
going
know. Butch will not be there.
Okay.
No, Butch will be at another event.
I think it'll be too cold for him too.
Well, that's cool. So it sounds like you're going to have a lot of support there, as far as manufacturers and offering people things to look at. Here's a great question, considering that Mind Lab will be there. Any talk about if she'll have that manticore with her? Just out of curiosity.
I can neither confirm nor deny, is what I've been told to tell everyone.
Okay, cool. All right, that works for me. All right. So, will there? I know there's giveaways and there's raffles and all that. How does that work? Like, is there a designated time where we're all going to meet together and kind of be all together at once to do that, or how do those things work?
Yeah, so so again, when we shoot out this email to everybody, there's going to be a schedule on it, and we'll probably put that out the schedule doesn't have anything secret on it, so we might put that out a couple, maybe a week before or something, just on the Facebook page, and send it out, to everybody that's coming to the event. It just kind of gives you an idea of how everything's structured. We'll have our meet and greet the Friday before the event. That usually starts around 2 or 3. It gets dark earlier that time of year, obviously, so about a month from now. So we'll try to have it, a couple hours before dark, let people roll in, just kind of check in, and just kind of meet everybody. It's a nice little get together, and that just kind of runs until it's over. We do the rules. We ask that everyone try to be there. We know that a lot of people are traveling from, pretty great distances to get there. So if they're not able to do it, what we do is we do a quick rundown the very next morning. A lot of people hate it, but that's our chance to give a little extra information. So like last year when we did the big DIGSTOCK in New York, we actually did the meet and greet. It was great. We had a great time, told everybody be there 7 a.m. the next morning. So we could kind of get some, if any additional stuff pops up, that's where we put that information in there. And then we also give everybody that didn't make the previous meeting, they'll get all the information they need to go out there and have a good time too. So like last year we had one of the farmers' combines broke down shortly after the meeting. We went out there, the lights were on, there were 5 or 6 vehicles around it. It was quite the thing. So we literally had to tell everybody the next morning, don't go in this field. Don't bother the farmer. He's doing his best. He's going to get this done for us. And he did. I mean, he did a great job. They got it up and running. He literally messaged me throughout the event, kind of giving me updates. Okay, we got half of it done. And then he's like, all right, have at it. It's fully down, and we just let everybody go. So that's the kind of information that we can't predict. And that's why we do the full meet and greet with the rules. And then if somebody doesn't make that meeting, then we ask that they come in the next morning. Even if you're late to the next morning, you still need to come to us and check in first so we can give you your wristband and everything before you go out into the fields. If we see out in the fields and you don't have a wristband, we're going to come up to you and we're going to be like, hey, where's your wristband, man? We just don't want to make sure that anybody that's there is supposed to be there. You guys paid for this event and you're there to enjoy it, and we just want to make sure that you're supposed to be there. So once we get all that formality done and over with, we basically send people out to the fields, have at it. All of the DIGSTOCK staff will be driving around, riding around, talking to people, seeing what everybody's finding. We got a thing called the swaggin' wagon. We just load up with prizes and stuff, and we just go out and just have a good time. We give out all kinds of stuff, and then you guys can come in for lunch if you want to. It's not a requirement. We don't really have anything planned for that. So what we'll do is, raffles and stuff are open throughout the weekend until about an hour or half an hour before we give everything away. So lunchtime, we're going to have a food truck there. He's actually a local guy. He's one of the farmer's sons. He has awesome food. He's going to have 2 different trucks there. Excellent food. And he'll do some, nice local dishes, Michigans and poutine, which is stuff that you may not get everywhere else. But anyways, he's going to be there both days, Saturday and Sunday. So if y'all want to come in and get some good grub, he's going to be there. But it's not a you don't have to come in.
Listen, you had me at food truck, and then when you said food trucks, sold.
So Saturday, basically it's a hunt all day until dark. We usually tell people to try and get off the fields about a half hour before dark, just to make sure everybody's safe. We don't want anybody to get lost out there. 4,400 acres. Some of it's wood, some of it's fields, some of it's grassland. So you just got to be aware of your surroundings. We just don't want anybody to get hurt out there. So that's why we kind of tell people just get in before dark. It's just best for all of us. We don't want to be out there at 9 o'clock at night trying to find somebody that got lost. So, but anyways, Sunday morning, as soon as the sun comes up, you can get on the fields right around noon. Again, you can come in for lunch, and I think we usually run the raffles right around lunchtime. So somewhere between 12 and 1, we'll start the raffles. And basically everything that you purchase a ticket for, that's where all the prizes are given away. So once that's over with, y'all can just get back out in the fields and detect to the rest of the, till the end of the day again. And that concludes the event. I mean, we do, you'll see us throughout the weekend. This year we have kind of a fun theme for the meet and greet. It's right around the weekend of Halloween. Halloween's on Monday. So your host will be dressed up, it'll have kind of a spooky theme. We got a couple of cool things out in the field. We have some painted spiders that we're going to throw out in the field. If you get a spider, you win a prize. Just a couple of neat little things that we do that I think will, just kind of get people thinking about, oh man, I don't want to pick up this spider, but it might be worth something.
It's cool that you guys add like those little things into the hunt. I feel like it adds an extra value and just an extra value of fun. Like some of the hunts out there that, it is what it is. And I think it's like everybody kind of goes home, not with something, but a little bit more value for what they're paying for a ticket. So that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah. We want to add in there
too. Yeah, go ahead. We want to add in there too, so that throughout that weekend, whatever you find, if you'll bring your finds up to the main headquarters tent and put your finds on display, now you're going to get a free Riker case in your bag. So you can either put your finds in your Riker case and put your name on it on our table, or you can put it in our big DIGSTOCK case. So for every time you, when you bring your finds up on the table, you'll get a raffle ticket. You can put that raffle ticket in anything you want, detectors or knives or pinpointers or bags or whatever it may be, wherever you want to put it in. And it also, creates a social environment for everybody to come and see what's coming off the farm, all 3 days. And we do lock it up at night. It stays in our trailer locked up, so you don't have to worry about your stuff walking off. And we put it back out every morning.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Everybody gets a goodie bag, and in a goodie bag, like he said, is you get a Riker case. We get a little fun trick or treat thing going on. So you'll get to see what you get in that bag. And a lot of the sponsors provide us with, stuff to throw in the bag. So I'm not necessarily sure what's going to go in this one, but it's going to be fun. And like I said, we just like to do stuff that's a little different than everything, than other events. So obviously we'll talk about 5 in a little bit, but that one's going to be way bigger and different than what we've done before. We're back in New York. People seem to really like this area. They like, we have a lot of fans. We've noticed that when we do these events, so we done some up north and some down south. We get people that, some really like the northern ones, some really like the southern ones. It just depends on where you are. But then now we're kind of getting the cross. People are going up and down. So we really like that. We just want people to know every event isn't going to be in New York or North Carolina. We've already got a couple other hunts in the works right now in different states. We just wanted everybody to be aware of that. So first of all, I just wanted to make a shout out to our other 2 partners who aren't on with us, Thomas and Dave, both great guys. Dave lives in New York with me, and Thomas lives down in North Carolina. And so they're not here on tonight, but I just wanted to recognize them because they're a big part of our team too. So we're just happen to be the chatty ones.
Hey, real quick, guys, not to interrupt you there, but I do see all the questions in the chat. I think as we wind down here talking about this first one, Dustin, we'll kind of open up the chat a little bit more for these questions, because I didn't want to interrupt these guys telling us about the event for just because you know how you get off the rabbit hole and things go like all over the place. But we will here a little bit. I'll ask anybody if they have any questions, and we'll try to brisk on some of those questions that people have. So,
yeah,
there's been questions all through the show, and it's just like I know if I bring it up, it'll be like
That's a good thing.
how that goes.
Well, someone just had a great one. They said, "What about e-bikes?"
Yeah, I saw that one.
E-bike.
Yeah, so I kind of answered that question on Facebook earlier today. So you can bring a bike as long as it's road legal, but if it has a motor on it of any kind, whether it's electric or gas, it needs to be parked in the parking lot with vehicles. Now, if you want to bring a pedal bicycle, with a basket on the front or a basket on the back to throw all your stuff in, and that's no problem. We just can't have a powered vehicle in the fields.
Yeah, you can't go across the fields. If you want to bring the e-bike and go, from the parking lot from the main event on the main roads to the other site and park where everybody else parks, that's fine. We just can't have people just zooming across the fields. Just it's more of it's really a safety concern. It's something that we'd already talked about with our with the farmer. We're the only ones with any sort of power vehicles that can use them on the farms. And, some people are sad about that. Some people are fine with that. It's more of a liability and safety concern for us. So we just want to make sure that everybody's having a good time, but they're doing it as safely as possible.
Well, isn't it true that at 5, you and Matt and your partners will be piggybacking all of us to wherever we need to go?
I think that's a widely used rumor. It is not true. We have a lot more stuff to do that weekend, don't we, Matt, than to worry about getting about somebody from one place to another.
That's going to be a big.
My back can't take more than one person at a time. I'm sorry.
Well, and I'm another 2 people, so you might as well just put a big brick on your back.
I mean, you can get on a hill and sit on a trash can lid, and I'll push you down it, but that's going to be about the extent of it.
Well, I think, Andy, unless you've seen questions that you want to ask for 4.
Yeah, I mean, I have a question. I mean, for the beer drinkers out there, guys, like, I mean, I thought I saw something about, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say a microbrewer type thing, but like, some of those people, they like their alcohol, they want to drink. Can you bring your own beverages on to the place to enjoy a beer? If you can, if you can't, not, no. I mean,
no. I would just say no, a blanket no, just to be safe. Normally we would have a provider. It's very late in the year.
Yeah.
We're still trying to see if we can get one of there's somebody I heard we were in contact with somebody that might be able to make it. The people we had at DIGSTOCK in New York, they're not able to make it. They've already shut down their operations for the year at that point.
Right.
And a lot of, mostly there's a lot of October events going on. So a lot of that stuff, they're either already preoccupied or something by that time. So we just weren't able to catch them in time. Now, Matt will talk about DIGSTOCK V. If the alcohol provider is on site, then we're all good, because then you just, you purchase the alcohol from them. That's a whole nother part of our liability waiver we had to put in. That's something that people do enjoy. We've seen it at events in the UK. People like to have a drink together, and that's fine. We're all okay about that. Just do it safely and responsibly. We're all about it. Y'all can have a good time. Just don't bring your own drinks. We're just going to say a blanket no to that for now. Right. In the future, who knows? But right now, that's a no as far as that. But
you just know at least 1 out of like 400 people is going to get ripped and ruin it. So
that's the risk we take, and that's why we try to say, safely and responsibly. Y'all know your limits. Don't go crazy. No, but we don't want to have to throw anybody out because they're detecting over, in the farmer's home yard or something. You know what I mean? We don't want to send anybody away for being stupid. So we will, but we don't want to.
That would be sad for sure.
Hey, there won't be enough time to drink anything with all the acreage you guys have to detect. I mean, it's like
no, get out there and detect. Damn it, that's what you're there for.
That's right.
Lots of history to be found. So yeah, that's what we don't want anybody to. You're going to lose out. You only got 2 days, so just get out there and get after it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait, guys. I really can't wait. I think this is as awesome as this is going to be, wow, I'm just like, let's start talking about 5, man. Because from what I heard, this is going to be like a gas. What I say
Well,
it was the Disneyland of metal detecting events. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Matt. Sorry.
Well, I will say, so at 5 there will be alcohol. There will be a local vodka distillery there. They'll be doing like, lemonade cocktails and vodka shots or whatever you like to have. In addition to that, there will also be a beer vendor there that will bring beer, spirits, and wine. Wine for the ladies or some of the men that might drink wine. I don't drink wine, but some men do. It is going to be a huge event. And to be honest, we haven't finalized it all yet. We are actually going, Pete, Dave, Thomas, and myself will be leaving this Friday to go to Pennsylvania for 3 days to talk about and finalize everything for the March event. There's going to be just over 7,000 acres in North Carolina. There's going to be GPAA and LDMA are big sponsors of this event. They will have close to 120 linear feet of gold panning set up. They are bringing their pay dirt. In addition to them bringing their pay dirt, they have given us pay dirt bags. It's a $100 bag. That's a $500 bag. There is gold in these bags, and we are going to give these away to the participants. I think there's like close to 50 bags altogether. Full manufacturer support. Every manufacturer will be set up there with a tent. Even XP from France is coming. We are the only detecting event in the United States that has any affiliation or sponsorship with the XP that I'm aware of. Making an actual presence on site. There's 3 Indian villages that were on site. These are the Woodland Indians. They settled here in I think it was like the early 1600s, late 1500s, early 1600s. They were ran out by the white man, sometime in the early 1700s. People are allowed to go and dig all the Indian artifacts they want to. If they want to get into a pit or anything like that, they're more than welcome to dig in it. There's multiple historic bridges crossing creeks for magnet fishing spots. There are 3 open quarries on the site for rocks and geodes and fossils. There's over 150 home sites. And we have some great sponsors for that event. Like I said, GPAA is coming, LDMA is coming, full manufacturer support, Silvertown. They'll be there, the Silvertown Mint, to make the round 1 ounce silver bullion coins. They will be on site. American Digger. We hope several podcasts. There's a lot. There's a lot.
I don't know if we're going to get all the sponsors in, but we'll have those. We're going to put those up on our website so everybody can see who we've got. We do, like you said, full manufacturer support. We've got Nocto, XP, Garrett, Fisher, Technetics, Bounty Hunter, Mine Lab. We've got them all. And like he said, we're, as of right now, we know that we're the only event in the United States that has the full support of all the manufacturers, in a sense that they'll be there in force with reps and machines and test beds and, and the whole shebang. If you got a question, these people are going to be there to help you out. And, they're going to give you all the tips and tricks they can give you. If they have new machines on the market, there's a good chance you might see them, get to use one, even buy one. So it's going to be a really, really great time. We're really excited about it. You've seen some of the stuff that we put out. There's more information coming on 5 as we get closer to it. It is very, it is limited tickets. When we say limited tickets, we capped it at 750, and we're selling at a clip of right now somewhere between 8 to 10 a day. So that's
560 left as of right now.
Okay, so 560 left. And you think, oh, well, that's a lot. At 10 a day, in 10 days, that's 100 gone. So I'm just telling you, that's where we're at right now. We expect it to sell out before March. We expect it to probably sell out by January. A lot of people are going to get in there and get some for Christmas, for gifts and whatnot. We have a really awesome first responders and military discount. So if you guys are in the military or first responder, police, EMT, firefighter, shoot your information, a credential or your DD214 over to Matt at the info@digstockevents.com, just with a copy of that credential. And he'll get you all set up with a discount code. It's a one-time code. You can use it for your ticket, and that'll give you a $20 discount off the price. We're really, really excited for this one. This is the biggest thing I think we've ever done. We thought the New York one was big, but this is on a whole different scale. So,
and the pre-hunt meeting. So the pre-hunt meeting for this one will be a little different than the one in New York. So Thursday will be the pre-hunt meeting. Instead of it being a couple of hours, it'll be all day and into the night. There'll be live music there. There'll be cash prize giveaways. There'll be cornhole tournaments. As soon as it turns dark, we're going to do a nighttime seated hunt. And we have got a bunch of silver and gold to give away. So it's going to be a good time.
Wow. Man, I want to go now. I'm ready. I am so ready. That is just, I'm assuming for that one, you'll probably have camping local.
No, so we don't have any camping on site. So we tried the camping on site at an event last year. Our insurance is very high when that happens. So we try to promote now local campsites. We always provide that information right up on our website. Go to DIGSTOCKevents.com, click on DIGSTOCK 2023. There will literally be a little drop down that says where to stay. So Matt and I do our homework, and Thomas and Dave, we all get our information. And we try to give anybody that's going to these events the most information they can. The one thing I always hated about going to events, they would give you a paper map the day you showed up, and that was it. And they said, good luck. You know, you had to find where to stay and all that stuff. And we try to provide as much information as we can. So when folks show up there, that they're ready to go. I mean, they have more information they need, where to stay, where they can eat, some cool places to see nearby a lot of times. And feel free to shoot us a message on Facebook or shoot an email over to Matt at info@digstockevents.com. If you have any questions, that's what we're here for. We're really open to just giving you as much info as you can, except for the address to the hunt site. That's the biggest thing we get questions for all the time. Where is it? Well, we can't tell you. That's not how this works. So Matt will tell you where we do that. But
5, how many days is it? Like how many?
It's 4 days total. One day you get one day. The first day is our meet and greet, and then you get 3 full days of hunting.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like day one's kind of like almost a party almost. And then after that, it's just detecting. That's pretty cool. Yep. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday it will be the detecting day.
Correct. Yes. Yep. Right. Thursday's the meet and greet, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday's detecting. Same scenario though. If you can't make the meeting on Friday, or Thursday, you come in Friday morning. We're going to have a quick refresher, 10, 15 minutes. We don't try to keep anybody there super long. And then we send everybody on their way. And throughout the weekend, like I said, there'll still be a schedule and everything of events. If some of the manufacturers sometimes do like learning sessions or Q&As with some of their guests or whatever, that'll all be on the schedule for that event. It's going to be a lot more packed as far as, what's going on. But you don't have to attend it, or you can attend it. That's your choice. Same thing though, Sunday, probably afternoon, right around lunchtime is when we do the drawings. The reason we do that is some people just want to hunt the last day as much as they can. So we come in, we get all the drawings out of the way, and we send everybody back out to the fields. And then if they want to leave early or whatever, they can do that. So it doesn't force anyone that bought a ticket to stay until 6:00 at night to get their drawing. So we want everybody to have the best time they can and have an opportunity to, if they bought something, to win it. So that's what we do. That's how we do it.
Nice. Yeah, that is just exciting stuff. So be able to pan for gold, magnet fish, detect, and look for Native American relics. You got to be kidding me. What else could you offer? You know what I mean? Really, is there any kind? How about fishing? Can we fish too?
I mean, I guess if you can get a North Carolina fishing license, go for it.
I guess you could.
I see Quarter Hoarder in there.
Yeah, I saw Jason popped in. Awesome.
Yeah, I see a bunch of guys in there. I just want to say we want to say hi to everybody. I see Teresa, Jersey Ray, a bunch of these folks we know.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been, I don't know, the DIGSTOCK groupies, we kind of call them. They show up at all the events, which is awesome because we love them all. They're all great people. We really enjoy just hanging out with everybody. It's a lot of work. By the end of the weekend, I can tell you, I can't talk. Matt can't talk. Dave can't talk. Thomas can't talk. We've all got hoarse voices, and we are beat. And we'll probably sleep for 2 days after that. But it's so worth it. We enjoy it so much. We know you guys do. The camaraderie, everything. I mean, it's just the whole thing is just awesome. That's why we love it so much.
Now, speaking of our DIGSTOCK groupies, the more we just announced what's called the DIGSTOCK Rewards Program. So the more events that you attend, the more benefits you're going to get. I think Andy's got a copy of it. He can pop up here on the screen.
Up here. There we go.
It's loaded. It's a lot of info. There it is.
Yep.
So we
Pete,
yeah. So we created the DIGSTOCK Dividends Rewards Program. So for every amount of events you go to, there's certain prizes you get, or certain rewards. Some of them include special merchandise that you don't get anywhere else. Limited edition stuff, to discounts on detectors we sell, to at the very end when you get to be a digaholic, which is the top one, you're going to get a lifetime discount on your tickets to the event, which I think is a pretty awesome perk. And we have quite a few people that have already attained the bronze tier. And your name tag, we've created special name tags. Your wherever you are on that list, your tier will be shown on your name tag. So that's kind of neat. So everybody will know how many events you've been to roughly. It's awesome. I think this is a great way to give back to the folks that attend a lot of our events. We really appreciate it. We wouldn't be as successful or have as many great things included if we didn't have you guys there to make some of those suggestions and bring forth some of those ideas, because a lot of that stuff that we do was ideas that you guys had. So keep them coming. We'll do our best to come together as a team, talk about them. If we think it's going to work, or we'll try it one time. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. We're always happy to, because these guys, the events are for you guys just as much as they're for us. We really just enjoy putting them on. And so this is kind of a way to give back to you guys in a little way. So we appreciate y'all, and we'll try and make sure that more people see this. We'll have it posted up at each of the events too, so people can see it too. So anyways, that's the program.
You know what I like about that? That says we're here to stay. No, for real. You know what I mean? You're building something. You're building something that, it's respectable. It's credible. It's an entity of its own, and you're here to stay. I like that, and it's a hell of a reward.
Don't think you guys aren't heard either, because our participants, we've had a lot of feedback. Normally on the last day, we ride around and we ask everybody, how was your experience, and if you could change one thing, what would it be? Some people say it was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. And then some people have feedback, and we do listen to that feedback. A guy named Ken, he told us that he would like to see the city and state on the name badges. So this year we've added the city and state on the name badges.
So where you're from. Yeah. So yeah, these are all little things, that don't seem like, a big deal, but for you guys, I mean, I kind of like that idea too. I like to know where everybody's from. We usually tell people, we've got folks from 45 states and 2 countries or something like that, which is really incredible in itself. You know, there's 50 states. If we get, you know, if we reach 50, I mean, that's a pretty incredible thing. And we've gotten close. 46, I think, is the most states that we've had people from. So, you know, the more we do, I'm sure the more awareness people will be of how we do things and why we do it. I just want to give out a shout out to, we do charity work too. So we also provide a bunch of charity. So we have a special guy named Bobby Ricketts. He's a veteran. He comes in every event. He creates a special edged weapon. So either a knife or a tomahawk or a Bowie knife, whatever, kind of relating to the history of the site that we're going to. He's a blacksmith, and he creates a one-of-a-kind item, and we raffle it off. And every dollar that comes in for that product, that whatever it is, goes straight to the Wounded Warrior Project. So that's a charity that's close to his heart. We really appreciate our veterans, and that's why we do that. We also believe in the cause, and that's why we always promote that as well. So this year we also have another charity that we're going to be raising money for called Tunnels to Towers. And I think it's really poignant that we bring that up today on 9/11. So Tunnel to Towers is an organization that was started shortly after the tragedy in 9/11. And they raise money for first responders, not only families from 9/11, but other first responders as well. So it's a really, really great organization. We're happy to have them as one of our charities of choice this year. And every event, we're going to kind of do something a little bit different. So that's just for DIGSTOCK V. But every event, we will be doing the Wounded Warrior Project. Bobby Ricketts comes to every event and provides us with a really awesome giveaway. And he'll be on site. If you see him detecting around, make sure you say thank you for your service. Same thing to all of our first responders and veterans. I'm sure they would appreciate that, and, you know, a little pat on the back, because they deserve it, you know, and we're really happy to have those folks along with us.
Well, as a veteran, I can say thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Anybody else got any questions? I'm kind of looking through things here. Go ahead, Matt.
Pete, should I show them what we're going to raffle off in accordance with Bobby's knife?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Hang on. Let me grab it.
Let it go. Grab it. So this is going to be the main. So we're going to have a couple of prizes for. This is for the Tunnel to Towers. We're actually going to make it so you can actually purchase a ticket for this. We're going to have 3 prizes. This is a replica Civil War gun. It's actually, and Matt knows more about it, so I'm sure he can give the information away. But this is going to be the first prize for that. We're going to have a machine as second prize, and then a ticket to DIGSTOCK as a third prize. Awesome. So that's going to be the prizes for the Tunnels to Towers raffle. We think everybody's going to really enjoy that. I think it's a really cool prize. And we're really hoping we raise some good money for those charities, because again, we always try to give back to the community in different ways. And, you know, that's one of the ways we do it. So we appreciate all you guys, you know, supporting those charities and helping us out. And, you know, if you see them up at our events, please donate to them by purchasing a ticket. The money goes directly to those charities. We send them a check. And we'll hopefully have representatives from each of those charities on site that will talk more about what they do and hopefully accept our big check that we present. So that would be really great. So thanks again for everybody that's a veteran first responder. We appreciate y'all. And once we put this up on our site and we get this going, we hopefully get some ticket sales for that. So
awesome. Someone asked, does that fire?
This is an exact replica of an 1862 Confederate humpback Richmond rifle. This is a fireable weapon. I actually shot a 165-year-old mini ball through it. It is a fireable weapon, and we will be giving it away. You know, we'll have to go by each state's guidelines, you know, as to, you know, how a person can acquire the rifle. But that will be the top prize. It's about a $1,600 gun. It's made by Dixie Gun Works. And it's a really nice piece. They don't make the gun anymore. Really, the only way to get one now is you would have to go to like Williamsburg, Virginia, and get one custom made, and it's going to be a lot more than $1,600.
So somebody asked if you can donate items to raffle. We've never had that. I don't know what kind of I guess get in touch with Matt at info@digstockevents.com and tell us what you'd like to raffle. I guess we'd be open to it, but we'd have to talk about it with the guys. It gets a little. We just want to make sure we're happy to give away. We have so much stuff to give away, Matt. I don't even know how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of stuff that we have literally received from our sponsors to give away. It's literally going to blow your minds, the amount of machines, accessories, and just I can't even tell you what we've got. I mean, it's just we have a full trailer. I can tell you that. It's we've literally talked about we may not have enough room. So that just means we may be getting a bigger trailer just because that's how much stuff that we have been getting for this. We do say to anybody that's out there, if you sell a product that's related to metal detecting or something like that, or has something to do with all the hobbies that we represent, magnet fishing, Indian arrow, or, artifacts, that type of stuff. If you have something that relates to any of those hobbies and you want to get noticed and you want to get your product seen, email us. We'd be really happy to talk to you about how you can be a sponsor. And that doesn't mean you got to pay $1 billion to be a sponsor. That's not how it works. We're really open to getting some of these products and stuff out in front of eyes of the people who actually buy them and use them. So feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to work with you to get you out there, get your product out there and be seen. So a lot of little metal detecting companies that work with some of the stuff that we use, they've come to us and we've featured their products. Like I see Dan's Lanyards is on here. He was at the New York event. He donated a bunch of stuff. We gave those away. People like those. And we've had a bunch of other small manufacturers and stuff come in that have specialty products that they make. Just for detectorists or magnet fishing or what have you, come in, and we're really excited about that too, because we're not only supporting them, they're getting seen, and we make them, we put them on the t-shirt and that type of stuff too. So if you got a business and you think it's something related to what we do, or somebody that has a business, have them reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to talk to them and see if we can't get them a little bit more exposure.
Yeah, we don't mind. We've had some people that have in the past have sold items related to stock. Like we had a guy, I can't remember his name. He made these little Christmas ornaments with our logo in them. We don't mind if you use our logo to sell your item, but reach out to us first. Please don't just show up and then like open up a briefcase and like sell stuff out of the trunk of your car. It's not fair to customers that have paid to be there. So, reach out to us first before you decide to do something like that.
Our logo is trademarked, so just so you know.
And then don't you put your sponsors? You're going to put them on the back of the T-shirt, right?
Yeah, we're hoping we can fit them all this for DIGSTOCK 5. That's for sure. Yeah, wow. DIGSTOCK 4 was mostly our big detecting manufacturers. DIGSTOCK 5 is going to be a shirtful. That's for sure. Let's see. Somebody said, will there also be contribution jars to give additional gifts? Yes, definitely. We will have just a jar for if you don't want to be into the raffle and you just want to donate to that charity, we can certainly put up. That's a great idea. Again, that's why we ask these questions. If y'all have ideas, something like that is a really great idea. So we certainly can accommodate that. So if you want to make a cash donation to each of those charities, we will put that up there too. So we'll make sure that we'll write that down and make sure that we've got that. So great question and great idea.
Very nice.
Let's see. Is there anybody else up here? I'm looking to see what other questions.
I see a lot of people in there that I know. A lot of people have been to our events. I mean, there's a lot in there that are groupies that you can say.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness. So many great people on here.
Yeah, I had no idea to the extent that, your events brought people in, like I thought it was regional, You know, like we have events here that are regional and a little smaller, great events. You know, I thought that's kind of what DIGSTOCK would be like. Bone. You know, a lot of the people from Bone.
We want this, you know, we want DIGSTOCK to be, we want to bring people from all over the world under one umbrella, just like Woodstock did. You know, Woodstock brought people from all over the world to one giant concert. We want to do the same thing, but for all the hobbies you dig. There are 47 states represented. There are 2 provinces in Canada, and we have 1 person coming all the way from the Virgin Islands, which is a first.
Wow. So yeah, so somebody asked if there was anything, if we have any shirts left for, if you can still order shirts for DIGSTOCK IV. Unfortunately, no. We actually placed the order for them. We have to usually make it at least a month in advance, especially with the way the world's working these days. We try to make sure that we tell people to pre-order. That's why we put up another option on our website for the tickets. You can either buy strictly a ticket, or you can buy a ticket with your t-shirt included. So we recommend, if you want a t-shirt, you know, when you purchase your ticket, just get the size you need right on there, and we'll order that up, and that'll guarantee you a t-shirt. We do generally have extras if somebody doesn't show, or somebody says, I didn't really want it, whatever that may be. We do usually have a couple, but we can't say we'll have 50 on site where you can purchase an extra one. We do that just so we don't have every event is special, and we have you know, there's special t-shirts, and I just see that comment too. Oh my God,
that's a great t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah. So anyways, I just want to let you know we have some great t-shirts. They're event specific. Don't if you want one, don't delay. We do have an other form on there. If you miss it, you're like, oh, I didn't see it on there. You can order the shirt separately if you'd like to. But most people, I would say, if you're purchasing a ticket, just get your t-shirt right on there when you purchase the ticket. That way you're guaranteed, you know, it's coming. Same thing with you know, we have the individual tickets or shirts. You can feel free to purchase one. DIGSTOCK IV shirts are out. DIGSTOCK V stuff is still up. So if you want one of those, make sure you get on it.
Yeah, if you want to be added.
Are there multiple colors? Or is
it so we've had that question a lot. Now, the problem with multiple colors is we can't get them in every size. So especially now, right. It used to be in the old day. Well, I would say old days, pre-pandemic, you could almost order anything in any size and any color. But we've learned very quickly that that's not the case anymore. So there's like a set number of colors that they have that are that we can choose from. So typically we'll go with something dark black or like a charcoal gray or something, but every shirt will be different. Generally, it'll have the DIGSTOCK logo on the front, and on the back, it'll have the event, the state, the year, and all of the sponsors. So, you know, we might do fun things here and there, and we're working on some other DIGSTOCK merchandise. We have hats coming. A lot of people have asked for hats, so those should be arriving in the next couple of weeks, and we'll throw up some photos of those. They're really nice. They're Richardson trucker hats with the mesh on the back, and they got a nice patch on the front that say, you know, that's got our logo on it. They're really comfortable, you know, and this is all stuff that we're the same as you guys. We're like, well, what would we wear, or what would we want?
Right.
So these are things that we think about, and we bring to bring to the event. So, you know, we're thinking about some other t-shirt designs that we can just bring to the events that just are general DIGSTOCK t-shirts that people can just buy if they just enjoy our events in general. So yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunities to buy DIGSTOCK merch that's different from just the event specific shirts. So we just want to let y'all know some of those things are people that, you know, people have asked for, and we agreed. And so we're getting some of that stuff. So you'll see them starting at DIGSTOCK IV. You'll see some of those changes.
Do you have stickers too, guys?
we have plenty of stickers. Yeah, we usually buy a couple thousand stickers a year.
Okay.
So,
okay. Wow, that. Man, you guys I think anyone that's on here right now is charging their detector, packing their bags, gassing up their car, kissing their significant other goodbye, and getting ready to head out. I mean, you got my juices flowing, man. I'm excited. Like, I don't get too excited about too many things, but like, I mean, I was already excited for 4, but now I'm like, just 5. Just I can't wait. I can't wait.
Hey, swing for the ring. If we get boxers, we'll let you know, buddy.
Don't answer him anymore. He's just goofy.
Right. we want everybody to know too. That the DIGSTOCK is a family oriented event. So if you want to bring your wife or your kid, please bring them along. Kids 12 and under are always free to our events. If you're a guest and you don't want to detect, that's fine with us. We just ask that you sign a waiver. If you want to get on the alternates list for DIGSTOCK IV, there are 52 people on that list right now. We actually just moved up 5 onto the main list. So there's 47 or so underneath them. But if you want to get on that list, just shoot an email to info@digstockevents.com. And we'll, put your name and your email and we'll add you to the alternates list. And like Pete said, if you've been thinking about getting a ticket to 5, don't wait too long because they're going to be gone about another month or 2, more than likely.
Yeah, we advertise all over the place. So we're on Google, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, you name it. We've got ads out there. So I do all the marketing for the events, and I can tell you that our ads are getting clicked a lot. So I mean, there's some crazy. We're really getting people to see the stuff that we have. To see what we do, and we're getting a lot of interest from it. I mean, I know on a daily basis, Matt and I must answer 15 or 20 questions or emails or whatnot. I mean, it's a constant barrage of people just interested in what we do, and we're very happy to do that. Somebody said I won't be at DIGSTOCK NC event, but hopefully DIGSTOCK 6. Well, we can tell you that they will. We're working hard towards that. So. We can't tell you exactly how many events we're going to do a year because we've got some plans in the works for some different things that you'll see us doing. And so we hope y'all make it to one of these because a lot of times we'll announce the next hunt at that hunt. So like when we come up to, obviously everybody knows about DIGSTOCK V, but when people get to DIGSTOCK V, we'll already have a place lined up for DIGSTOCK 6. So, or 7 or 8 or whatever. So we'll start. We like to inform people about the next one coming up at the event that we're at. So if you want to get to this one, the one in New York, you might be out of luck. But DIGSTOCK V is what we colloquially call the big one. So, I mean, it literally is. If you've ever wanted to meet any of the people you've ever wanted to meet, any of the people you see on YouTube, a lot of those folks, they may not be on our special guest list, but they're all special. I mean, they all do incredible work on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. I mean, and those people are the people that show up. So, I mean, we see a lot of them here on today, just in the chat here. A lot of those folks will be there. So, I mean, if you've talked to them online before, now's your chance to really get in there and meet these guys and hopefully make some new friends. I know I make a lot of new friends, so many that Facebook doesn't want to allow me to have too many friends anymore. So
okay.
Well, now I think if you guys don't mind, this would probably be a good time to do giveaways, and then we could, wrap things up with you, or we could talk some more or whatever you want to do. But we have some T-shirts and hats to give away. If you guys don't mind hanging with us while we do that,
yeah, that's fine.
Give us a little break and give people a chance to come up with any more questions you may have for these guys, because as they get further closer to DIGSTOCK IV, they're going to start getting busier and busier. And I do want to add that anytime I've reached out to these guys with a question on anything, I got to reply like immediately. So if you guys, I always say this, if you're on the fence, ask questions. Don't be one of, the 50 some people that are sitting back, waiting and hoping to, get into that event. Make sure, you take care of and ask the questions, reach out to these guys about 5. And because that's exciting stuff. That is a lot of different things you can do. And I will ask this real quick. So if you can dig for Native American stuff, and there's other like home sites and stuff like that, what about privies or like any kind of dump? Can you just
have at it? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So every event we have, even 4 and 5. So let's just say 4. There's 65, 70 home sites on it, so each house had to have a privy somewhere,
right?
Probably multiple. So absolutely, if you want to come and you're just a bottle digger and you want to probe out privies all weekend, knock yourself out. We'd love to see the class.
Just to clarify, there's 30 to 40 home sites, but there might be more that we don't know. But anyways, there's a lot it's a very old site. DIGSTOCK IV, people are going to be, it's a very, very rich history area. Lots of water nearby. There's little creeks and stuff. There's a really early community that was there that was only existed for about 60 years and then disappeared before the Civil War. There's a lot of homes that aren't there anymore. There's even some that are still standing. And I'm really excited. This farm that we got in the last couple of years, they've purchased a lot of new property, a lot of new farms, a lot of great land to get on. And I can't wait to see what's found out there. But like you said, you want to dig a privy. We've got permission from our farmers to do that. All we ask is when you dig it, and you fill it in. That's the only, and do the best you can. We're more than happy to get out there and see what y'all are finding too, but just make sure if you dig it, you got to fill it in. So
let me answer one question that's up here. Snow Crust Racer. I think he sent me an email and I did reply, but I'll just say it now in case my email got put in spam. He said my ticket for North Carolina is still pending. Now we don't have any control over when it's extracted from your bank account. So when you purchase a ticket on our site, we're just a processing agent. So if your ticket is pending, you need to reach out to your financial institution and ask them what's going on. Maybe they think they could think it's a scam site, or somebody might have stolen your credit card. So reach out to your bank, say it is legit. I did make the purchase, and they should go ahead and clear those funds.
It might be, he might be talking about too, because on our on the website, when people purchase a ticket, it says pending on our website too. We don't actually, officially, do that. We don't actually say it's not pending or accept all of those until the event actually comes up. So like a couple days before the event, you'll probably get an email saying it's not pending anymore. So that if it's a charge, that's probably the reason. But if you got an email saying your ticket is pending, it's not pending. You purchased a ticket, you got a ticket, you're all set. We don't have physical tickets. So that was something that I mentioned in the email that I sent out a couple days ago. We are basically, your name is your ticket. So make sure it's correct. Make sure when you put your email address in, you check and you double check and you triple check. Yes. Occasionally they get bounced back. That's not any fault of your own or our own. Sometimes it's just the server doesn't like it, or your email processor's like, this looks a little sketchy. But if you see an email from us, it'll say DIGSTOCK Events. It'll be from info@digstockevents.com. Constant Contact is our email provider who we use to send out all of our emails. So sometimes they get stuck in your spam folder or your promotions folder on Gmail, which we've noticed. So just be on the lookout for that. But anyways, we will get, see, somebody says you got a confirmation for New York. So that's what happened. So we haven't, some of them we haven't confirmed yet. So don't worry, if you purchase a ticket, you're all set. Your name is on our list. You're good to go. You show up on the day of the event, you come in and you say, my name is Joe Blow. Okay, Joe Blow, here you are. Here's your goodie bag. You're all set. We sign you off the list and you're in. But yeah, just be aware we don't have physical tickets, so you don't need to bring anything with you other than your name. So as long as you can remember your name and you don't get amnesia before you show up, then you'll be all set.
Thanks.
Well, let's go ahead and do
Whoa.
a giveaway.
Got a hat there.
Yeah, so this is
Hey, can I enter to win that hat too?
yeah. Yeah.
I want
Hashtag Dutch boy.
Yeah.
So it's a little different than the one I have on. It's the same design, just has a different logo there. But they're good hats.
You guys type hashtag Dutch boy. We're gonna give away a few hats. I'm gonna give away one of my hats as well tonight, probably, and maybe a shirt. We'll see what else he has in his little
I got a
bag.
shirt too.
But all right, guys, if you haven't already, typed hashtag Dutch boy here. So we can do this.
So somebody asked real quick. Is the dirt is the soil as dense at 4 as it was at the previous New York event location? I don't believe so. I think it's much more sandy. I don't think there's as much clay. It's not right on the lake, so it's a little bit farther out. So you should be okay. I think they're really good digging conditions. So just a heads up.
Sweet.
That's right.
All right, you guys want to do this?
Yeah, get it in there, Dutch boy. Hashtag Dutch boy.
Dutch boy. Oh, I gotta go back here once. Let me go back here.
Yeah, guys, this event, man, I think you probably turbocharged more than just me. Looking at the comments, you're gonna have a bunch of wired people tonight pissing off their significant other. That's for sure. Why are you bouncing off the wall, man?
All right, let's spin this thing. Here we go. For one of the Dutch boy hats.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, David. So David said, Andy will put up my email. Congratulations, and just send me an email with your name and address and what you won, and I'll get that out to you right away.
Yep, I'll put the email down across the bottom like he just said. Just email Dustin. We're going to do it a little bit different. Usually I just had the email go to mine, but depending on whose giveaway, blah, blah, we'll just.
Yeah, and in all fairness with Andy, he would give me the information, and then I would lose it and forget it and bug him to dig it back out. And so it's just easier this way. So congratulations, David. You the man.
Yeah.
You want to do one of yours?
Yeah, I'll do one quick, and then we'll get back to it for a while.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold these guys forever.
Yeah, these are busy men.
I'm going to do one of the hats just like I'm wearing, a Lost Boys Recovery ball cap. It's embroidered. They need a good bend, you know what I mean, when you get them. Everybody likes to bend them up. But we'll do hashtag Lost Boys on this one. And
then we're going to do a giveaway.
All right. That works too. He said, we'll let people type that in. And if there's any questions yet, guys, you guys haven't asked yet.
Yeah.
We are watching the chat.
We just don't want to keep yapping ourselves away. You know, like if you guys got specific questions, get them in. I mean, damn, 5 looks so much fun. Oh, I can't. That's just amazing. What did you guys do? Just sit there and go, what could we do to top this?
No, well, we just wanted to get in on the fun. So I know there's some people in here that were still on the fence about coming to DIGSTOCK 5. So what we want to do is we'll let y'all give away your hat first, but we'll give away a ticket. So if you ain't got a ticket to DIGSTOCK 5 in North Carolina, the big one, we'll give one away tonight. So y'all, if you want a ticket, and say you already bought your ticket and you want your buddy to come, you can put your name in there, but you got to get us their information. You got to make sure that they can come, and we'll get somebody on this chat right here to come to the event for free. So obviously you got to get your own hotel and stuff, but we'll provide you the ticket to the event. So once everybody's all set, we'll definitely give away that. So once Lost Boys Recovery gives away this hat, we're
gonna let them type here quick. Lost Boys,
fellas. Thank you, very generous. Did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
And Matt, you kept a straight face with this earlier too. I ain't ever playing poker with you, buddy.
All right, where are we at here once?
Somebody asked if we're going to do any thoughts on a Pennsylvania hat in the future. Well, We'll see.
Well, that was definitive.
We'll see. We are going to be in Pennsylvania this weekend, so we'll see.
That's ironic, isn't it?
It is ironic. Weird, right? We'll see what happens.
All right, guys, we're gonna do this Lost Boys hat. Ready for it? Let's go.
Let's go.
Hashtag DIGSTOCK for the ticket.
There you go.
Yeah, everybody get them hashtag DIGSTOCKs up there.
There you go. Main Dirt Sweepers.
Main Dirt
Nice.
Sweepers. Never heard that one. Congratulations.
Yep.
Nice.
Main Dirt Sweepers. I'm gonna change that email at the bottom to my email. So make sure you email me your address and all your information. You could just say hat, or I have it written down here as well, so it doesn't really matter. But so congratulations on that. You guys are hopefully typing hashtag
DIGSTOCK. You want to win a ticket? Hashtag DIGSTOCK. We'll give everybody a minute. So yeah, and another thing I just want to bring up, anybody that's coming to the New York event, just so you know, we had really great weather at the last New York event, but this is about 3 weeks later. So it could be snowing. Typically, that's the first weekend we get snow, but not always. So I would highly suggest that you bring some very warm clothes, because it realistically will be 50 as a high during the day and in the 20s and 30s at night. Just to give you a heads up what it's going to be like. That's what you're looking at. I'm still digging in that weather, and I know y'all are going to be excited to dig in that weather, but I'm sure we don't want to be standing around too much. So just make sure you're bringing warm clothes. You just never know what's gonna happen in that. But we'll give you all a heads up on the Facebook page, and maybe we'll send out an email like a week before or something with the weather forecast is like, so y'all can prepare really well for it. But anyways, all right, guys, get that hashtag DIGSTOCK in there. Somebody's gonna win a ticket.
Yep.
Y'all just do this when let me know. Let me know when you're ready.
Here.
If the winner will just email us at
Olin, I didn't look yet because
info@digstock.com.
I'd have to look at my email, but I'll look then.
Yep, you got to email. You have to email your information to Matt, which is at info@digstockevents.com. So, like I said, you can give the ticket to your friend or whatever. Just make sure they can come, and we'll need their information. They got to sign a waiver and everything, but we'll be all site. Hey, there's Karen. I think she just got back from Scotland. I think she's back already. We got
Charlie
Harley. Of people in here. Charlie Harley's in there. Yeah, he's coming to the event. Yeah, awesome. We got some great people in here.
Hey, for all you lurkers out there, you better type hashtag DIGSTOCK. We only got like 40 some people. So people that aren't here, you got to be here to win. So
yep, that's how it works. That's how it works.
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't get whoever asked for if I got their email. I did not get their email.
That was Olin Borden for a Crota Bell. I'll hit you up after the show about that.
Okay.
I wrote it down. So we're
Okay.
good.
All right, we're good.
All right, we ready? Let's give this thing away. You got
Yeah,
enough people on there?
Wow.
I think we're good now.
All right, let's
You guys
see.
ready for this? Who's gonna win? Hopefully
Let's
me.
do
All right. All right, guys, here we go. This is the big one. Let's go.
Oh, Lord, Elizabeth, this is the big one.
It's the big one. Yeah,
Mike Wusick. He's a member of our my local metal detecting club. Actually, there's no. I just saw him on Saturday. Actually, we had a club picnic, so that's awesome. Great, awesome.
Congratulations,
Mike. Mike, just send over your info to info@digstockevents.com. I'm sure, I don't know, I think you already got a ticket, but if you didn't, you can give it to somebody else in the club. I'm sure that would love to show up. So that's awesome. Great.
That is. Hey, let's give away one more thing. And then it's a t-shirt, Dutch Boy Adventures t-shirt. I always look in the camera wrong. Anyways, there. There. It says Dutch Boy Adventures.
Everything's backwards.
I know when you look at the camera, but anyway, brand new. I have XL, double X, and triple X. You just have to let me know your size when you send me your info. So this is for a Dutch Boy Adventure t-shirt. Just want to do hashtag Dutch Boy again.
I did hashtag Dutchy just because the Dutchy, the Dutch Boy would be, but
yeah, don't ever do that again. Okay?
So are you guys?
Don't ever specify my name again like that. Okay.
I think you should get a shirt.
What's that?
I think you should get a shirt with Dutchy on the front of it.
Dutchy.
Dutchy.
I think Andy's gonna have one made up for him now.
So real quick, are you guys pretty prepared? I mean, you feel like you're pretty comfortable with the upcoming event? I mean, you feeling good about it? I mean, you still have a lot of work to do, or?
It's mostly work. It's boots on the ground. So we go in usually 3 or 4 days before the event and just start getting everything lined up. We put the flags out. We have a chat with the farmer, just make sure everything's good on their end. We make sure we have all the sponsors and everybody all set up. And, it's a process, but usually takes 2 or 3 days. And then as soon as everybody's gone on that night, we're still out till 10, 11 o'clock at night, picking up after the event. So after everybody leaves on a Sunday night, the work isn't over. Usually we're out there that night till 11, 12 at midnight, just picking up stuff, getting things, back in order. And then, on Monday we just finish up, and then we're out. We're on to the next thing. Matt rolls everything back into the trailer. We get it all packed back in, and we heads back to North Carolina, and we get ready for the next one. So it's a lot of work.
After 3 days.
Yeah, it is. You really are.
I'm sure it's an exhausting event, but I'm sure after it's all said and done, like everything probably comes to an end. You just sit back and probably think, man, it was all worth it, I guess. I mean,
we certainly have a couple of cold drinks afterwards. It seems like people don't realize we're always the first up and always the last to bed for sure. I almost guarantee it. I mean, we're up at 4 a.m. before the sun even cracks, and we're up there setting things up and making sure that everything's all set. So when people start showing up at 5 or 6 a.m., we're ready to go, and people can walk in and we're all set. So it's always, I can say generally speaking, we're lucky if we get 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night during the events. I mean, and that's generous some nights. So it's always an adventure. Can bananas be buried on the farmer's fields? What are you talking about, Charlie? I don't even know what that means.
Yes.
That's in reference to Jason.
Quarter
no,
horn, yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, maybe Jason and Charlie can share the story when they come see me. So those are great guys. But it's going to be fun.
All right.
Anybody got any other questions? Oh, say that again, Matt.
I got a question for Jason. Can we expect another skeleton hand with a gold ring stuck on it?
I don't even know if he's still in there. He's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, I see some people putting up our things in there. So one question I got, our Facebook group is up there. So we have a Facebook group called DIGSTOCK Talk. So we go on there, we show pictures of stuff we're having at the hunts. People can share their finds and stuff, their videos. Just don't share every video you've got, but we're happy to bring that up there. Somebody asked, do we have any plans to bring a DIGSTOCK event out further west? And yes, we do have some thoughts. So we're working on that as we move forward. We don't know where. It will be west. Way west. Yeah. So that's we've got a lot of plans in the works. So just so you know, that's not somebody says, is there a mill site on this New York farm? I wouldn't be surprised if there was. There might not be any on the maps, Tim, but there probably are. I know you found some of your best finds at the mill at the last one. That's why he's asking. I wouldn't be surprised. It was a very big community, and actually at one time where it's going to be was larger than some of the other large places in the county. So, but I'm not going to give anything more away than that. So y'all will just have to see it when you show up. But 4,400 acres, you're gonna get a lot. No, Sioux Falls. Why would I go to Sioux Falls, Iowa? I don't think so, Chris. Maybe. Yeah, let's see. I'm just trying to see.
At the New York event, or even at the North Carolina event, because they're so big, are there multiple parking spots that, like, if you hit a section and you're like, hey, I want to drive over and around and check out another section without walking?
Yep.
Will you have,
so
cool.
There's one, that you'll see on the maps, there's one chunk of property that's kind of separated from the others. We have a large, this is basically a giant, there's plenty of parking. And we always ask people, people can, we first ask people to park in the designated parking areas. Number one, for safety reasons, to keep folks off the roads. We assume that most people are smart enough to park their car fully off the roads, but we can't, not everybody is able to follow those directions. So we do make plenty of parking areas that you can park and walk to certain spots. Nice. There may be some spots where you're kind of, the road is a little less traveled or something, you might be able to park on the road. Those rules will come with when we tell everybody the rules, basically. Right. So we'll have a better idea once all four of us and our team are out there kind of looking at things and seeing where everything goes. And we have all of that stuff marked on the maps, so you won't have any problem finding those areas. We'll have signs that point you in the right direction. So it's very, we make it as easily findable and accessible to the most amount of people as we can. That's why we make those maps, because there's people who've been doing this for 30 years and there's people who've been doing it for 30 minutes, who just bought a detector on the ride up. And that's fine. And that's why we do these maps. So we give everybody the same advantage, and there's stuff out there that, that you can't, that aren't on our maps. I know that there's a lot of home sites out there. This site dates back to the 1770s or 80s, and probably farther than that with Native American stuff, if you do find some of it out there. So just so you know, sometimes we don't have maps old enough that show where that stuff is. So we even use a hand-drawn map for this one that somebody provided us with, that shows the locations of the 1700s homes. So that's stuff that you can't find anywhere else. I mean, literally, I can tell you that is not available anywhere, because it's in my collection. So it's just something that you won't find anywhere else. What is that face, Matt?
Jersey said, "They're serious."
Let's see. And somebody said, if I wanted to buy a Manticore at DIGSTOCK IV, would I be able to? We don't actually. We're just like everybody else. I mean, we do know very limited information. Anything that's been shared about there is basically the same information we've got. We even got an email from our distributor saying, we don't know anything more than you do, and we don't know what the price will be. We've heard that it's going to be right around the same price as a DS2, roughly $1,600. We don't know 100%. Until we get that information from our distributor and Mind Lab itself. We all know that the companies always put those products out there to get ready for it. We just don't know 100% when it's coming out. So just be patient with us. If you want to get on the list, we do have a list. We are a full line dealer. So we have all the major brands of metal detectors. We do sell those as well. So if you want to get on our list, we're not asking for any money at this time. If you just want to get on the list, when we know more information, we'll send out an email to everybody on that list, and we'll go from there. We'll hopefully have more information by that point, obviously. But so yeah.
Don't forget to give away your shirt now. We've kind of gone down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we kind of went off there.
That's all right. That's what we're more here for that.
Make sure people are putting in there #Dutchie.
All right, let's just do it. Let's do it and get it over with here. You guys here hanging out still? We're gonna draw. Let's go. That's funny.
You guys.
There it is. Ooh, Greg Blake.
All right, man. He's been a supporter of my channel since the beginning, so thank you. I'm glad that you won. Get that email address on the bottom then and send me your info, brother, and I'll get it out to you. And what size you want.
And I did see another thing. Somebody asked PNW, Pacific Northwest Artifacts Recoverist. If you're coming to the event for the first time, I will say that we do have a pretty good group of people here. So vehicle safety, obviously, we do ask people if you're in a public parking area, it's still best to lock your doors and stuff. There are some unsavory characters that we can't predict, but for the most part, we have a really good group of folks. You know, a lot of times we have a lost and found area up at the main tent. So, and that'll be accessible all weekend. If you forget something, we've literally had stuff left over and it goes in that box, and somebody 3 weeks later will say, "Oh my God, you know, did you find my pinpointer or headphones or digger or whatever?" And we'll ship that back to them. So we're usually pretty good about that stuff. But as far as vehicle safety, you know, we're just the same as anybody else. Just lock your vehicles when you're parking, just to be safe, because we can only predict what we do. You know, we can't predict what everybody else will do. So that's all I'll say.
To add to that vehicle safety, now, you know, guys, remember, you know, these farms that we leave, they are active farms, you know, so there are tractors riding around. Maybe their youngins might be out in the field. They might have their dog running around. You know, they spend a lot of money to keep their roads maintained, you know, so don't act like it's the Indy 500 driving 75 miles an hour down a farm path. You know, please take your time, go slow. You know, just be respectful of the farmer. You know, they've been nice for us to be there, you know, so please have respect back for them.
Yeah, and I see Practical Ken put a thing up, always fill in your holes. That's one of our rules. We ask that you always fill in your holes. I mean, that's a given. Don't put the trash back in the hole. Just bring it out. We have we put up what we call iron drops all over the property. So you'll see them. They're 4 little sticks basically with some sometimes it's just 4 sticks. Sometimes it's got like a marking tape around it or something. But you'll know where it is. We'll tell folks where those are. And they're mostly right next to your parking area. So if you got to go back to your truck anyways, don't just drop it next to your truck. Just be kind and courteous and put it in that spot. You know, we do that. That's kind of a service that y'all provide too with doing that. We take all of that trash and we take it out. We take it right off the fields. We take it off the farm. And, you know, that's actually a safety hazard to any farmers out there can attest to this. You know, when you're cutting grass or alfalfa or whatever, and there's cans and stuff in there, that stuff gets chopped up too, and it goes right into the feed. So y'all picking that stuff up out of the ground will prevent some of that happen from when the grass pushes that stuff back up. So I'm sure the farmers really appreciate it. I know they have. We've actually gotten a lot of comments on that, you know, that portion of what we do. Y'all don't see it, but that's one of the things that we do. So somebody wrote parking was a little tight in North Carolina for some reason. We're hoping.
For the North Carolina event, there will be ample parking. I mean, there is a lot of room at this event. I mean, just about every farm field has a 2 or 3 mile long gravel path that the farmer has paid millions of dollars for. Parking will be absolutely no concern for that event. I'm not sure about New York. Pete can attest to how much parking is for that one.
Yeah, New York is going to be kind of the same. We'll have several main we'll have pretty good parking areas where we can just put either a bunch of people or, you know, so one site has a very, you know, has a really long, kind of the same thing, a very long gravel road it'll be one side parking and then a turnaround at the end. But I would guess that you could probably put 40 or 50 cars on it. And so, you know, again, ride with your buddies. If you want to go together, we suggest carpooling to the event just to save on space too. You know, again, these are working farms. We're doing our best. When I had a conversation with the farmer on Friday, you know, we do our best to keep the most traffic we can off the main, you know, areas where tractors will be in and out. Obviously, those crops will be off by then, so there won't be as much, but there still is farm traffic. It's a working farm. You know, there's a lot of guys working around. So we just try to do our best to keep people away from those main areas of congestion. So if we have a parking area, try to use it first. But like I said, there will be locations that we don't have a parking area. And if it's a 6 mile walk, then we'll do our best to accommodate it in some way. So either park your car fully off the road or whatever. We'll have more of that information in the rules when we give it to everybody and when we send it up. Somebody asked about porta potties. We do put porta potties in strategic locations throughout the event site, mostly in areas where we have big parking areas. Or if it's not a big parking area, if we think it's going to be a hot spot and there's not a lot of parking, but we'll put one out there too. So generally there'll be a plentiful porta potties. We do our best to accommodate as many people as we can when it comes to that stuff. I know that there's a lot of events that they don't do that. And I'm not going to say we're perfect or it's perfect, but we at least give you the option there. But yeah, it's going to be great. And I see a lot of people said, why Jersey said she can ferry people around.
Now our trash dumps, now they're labeled as iron dumps, so you throw your iron there, your brass, your copper, please don't back your truck up there and like throw your crusty donuts that have been in your back seat for 3 months out there.
We have to go through that.
Toilet paper and your shipping boxes. It's, we're not your trash collector. So, just throw your digging items that you don't want anymore in these piles, please.
That's funny. Does anyone else have any questions for me?
I've been looking through the chat to see. Nobody's really asking much of anything. So, I think
Charlie, it's only if you have a specific Ford Bronco can you park anywhere.
You got to get a pink Bronco cover back tire cover like Pete's got to park anywhere.
No. All right. Well, that's you, jerk. He tried to sell it at the last one. He tried to raffle it off. I literally bought it 2 days before. And he tried to raffle it off. $20 a ticket. And I go, people come up and they said, ask Pete. And they came up to me and they're like, where do I pay the $20? I'm like, for what? They're like, you're raffling off that Bronco. I go, no, we're not. We have a good time. So yeah, but anyways, we've had a great time tonight. We hope you guys have enjoyed the information. We hope we've given you some good information. I know these guys put on a great show, so keep watching the show. They're going to be at the event. And we look forward to seeing y'all. We hope to see many of you at New York. And then if we don't see you at New York, we hope to see you in North Carolina. Tell your friends, tell your family. Anybody that likes any sort of digging events, we say that it's mainly a metal detecting event, but we're venturing into other basically hobbies that revolve around digging and just being outside and just enjoying the outdoors and history and all of that stuff. So, feel free to check us out and see what we do, because Matt and Thomas are really big into many other facets of the treasure hunting industry, and what, just
I'll touch on that a little bit. So you guys can be looking for in the near future for DIGSTOCK to have guided fossil hunts where you can find, the big megalodon teeth, guided arrowhead hunts where you can come and dig, arrowhead villages and whatnot. So there are, amongst other things, there is a lot coming with DIGSTOCK in the future.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm impressed, and I can't wait.
That second event, I think I'll have to be getting on the list quick. I'll just take off work anyway.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for what you're doing for us. There's a lot of events out there, and no one is better than the other, because it's all in the eye of the person going to the event. What I might like might be different from what Andy likes. You know what I mean? But what you're giving people for the value in this time, this day and age, it's incredible. Just looking at all the different things you can do in DIGSTOCK V it blows my mind. And
practical Ken, we appreciate it too, man. We could not be where we are without you guys. We would not be who DIGSTOCK is without all the participants that come to our event. So, I and Pete appreciate it. We appreciate you just as equally.
Yeah, we honestly can't say enough thanks to everybody we're just four. We started out as four diggers that decided that we wanted to do something different for these events, and here we are. So here we are 2 years later, and we're the premier digging event in the United States at this point. I mean, we're just really just happy with everybody that come. We're so proud of what we've accomplished so far. We know there's great things in our future, but we can't do it without y'all. You're the reason why we do this. And hopefully, I mean, we see more new people in the hobby. We get a lot of people interested in the hobby, and we have the thing I like to see is so many people coming up and saying, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but this guy over here had the same machine as me and came over and showed me everything he knew about it. I mean, that's what I loved. I mean, there you can come and not have a lick of knowledge, and you'll have people that are more than happy to show you your machine and how it works. And that's why we have all these great sponsors too that come up. It's just a great thing. Somebody had wrote, I'd like to see the pricing varied based on the number of digging days. So typically we're going to try, I mean, we can't comment on what future digs will cost based on, we base it on a lot of different things. But we're trying to give the best value that we can for what we provide. So, I mean, there are many hunts out there that are more expensive than we are and don't offer anything. You literally show up and you dig and that's it. You go home. And we want it to be different in the way that we are. And that's why we do the things we do. Does it cost more money? Yes, of course. But we also are willing to invest that back into these events so everybody comes and has a great time. And, we can't say everybody's going to have a great time because we always know that's not true. You can't please everyone. Matt tells me that all the time. I'm very much a people pleaser, and I try to please everybody, but we can't. It's just impossible. But we do our very best to put on an event that 95+% of the people will say, damn, that was a great event. I want to come back. And that's what we're trying to put on. So if you like what we do, if you've seen what we've done, or if you've never been to one before, take a chance, show up, and you might love it so much that you're going to be like, damn, I got to go to every one of these after that.
Awesome.
Guys, get your ticket for $5.
Get your ticket for $5. DIGSTOCKevents.com. Yep.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys. You guys were awesome, and we just appreciate like I said, what you guys have done. I can't wait to see you guys in person and finally meet up and all that good stuff. So I'm excited, and like I said, you guys are here to stay, and it just keeps getting better and better. So thanks again.
So I'm just going to put this up there for Greg. I just see it just popping right now. He says, does the information you get when you buy a ticket include hotels and Airbnbs that may offer special rate? So for the New York event, we were unable to get any special rates, but we will try our very best to get special rates in the future for other events. The New York event, it's already sold out. Most people have already booked their places to stay. We do provide a list on our website, but that's all we provide is a list of local hotels and campgrounds. We don't provide a list for Airbnbs unless we get specific information. So like Matt, there was a local person that found out about the event. They give a special discount and stuff for their Airbnb. But unless they reach out, normally we won't provide any information on Airbnbs. Typically, we put the hotels and everything within a 20 to 30 minute drive from the event. The closer we can, we'll let you know, but we'll do our best every time. But that's just how it is. Somebody's telling people some false information. Use the word Dutchy. But anyways, so if you have any questions about the hotels and stuff, like I said, it's on our website. You'll find it right on there under the event.
Awesome. Well, guys, we appreciate it. Like Dustin already said, for coming on. You guys are two top-notch fellas having a great event. I'm really looking forward to it. I know Dustin is. I hope everybody got some value tonight from the show. That's what we try to offer here on the Lost Boys Recovery live stream on Sundays. If you guys have not checked out their, I guess the best way to find you guys is your website. As far as
or TikTok or Facebook.
Or TikTok Instagram. Or Facebook or Instagram. We're on all the channels. So y'all will see us out there. We're hoping to be a little bit more proactive on some of the ones to get more information out there. That the sooner we get it, and try and have everything set up so where when we share it on one, it's on all of them. So, but we hope to see a lot of y'all there. And thank you so much, guys, for having us on the show. We really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you at the event.
Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a great night, guys.
See you,
Bye-bye.
man. TP.
All right,
See you.
Wow.
Then there was two.
And there was two. But wow, those guys were awesome.
Yeah.
Just to even take out, 2 hours of their time tonight, knowing they were this is their night to relax. And
Pete said he literally just got home in like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Wow, what a great show! What a great pair of guys. I mean, wow.
Yeah, a lot of good information tonight. Hopefully, people, like I said, they gain some information if they're going to the event. Yeah,
we'll be. We're talking about doing a live stream from there. So we just got to figure out a day and time, or it might just be one of them premieres, and then you can catch up to it then. But
right.
I'm just stoked, man. I mean, I'm stoked for 4 just to finally get to one, but 5, I know I'm going to pan. I know I'm going to pan. I have to, man.
I never really did that myself, so it's kind of new. It'd be something different to try.
I've tried it, but I only ever get black sand because I'm never on gold. So, but wow, that was awesome. That was some good stuff. I hope all you guys got what you wanted out of it, and everyone asked a lot of questions. Can't ask for more than that.
Right. There was a lot of new people in here tonight too. I wanted to thank everybody for coming in to stream. A lot of that Chris Kelly here. I never seen him pop in. Jessica Fowler just became a new member of the Lost Boys Recovery YouTube channel here, so I appreciate that as well. All the super chatters. I mean, Rob, man, he threw me like 3 super chats tonight. So crazy guy there. But make sure you check out his Facebook page and his YouTube channel, mainly dirt fishing, as well. You guys are awesome supporters here tonight. We couldn't ask for anything better from you guys just coming and hanging out with us, for the hour or two, whatever. We come on here not every Sunday, but we try to get on here more than not, you know what I mean, once in a while to give you guys some good information and whatnot. So
now that we're getting into fall, we'll probably do every other Sunday, until next spring or summer, when we got to get back out ourselves. Remember, guys, that if you want anything from me from the last live stream, get my email. It's been streaming through here all night, and send me your information, what you won, your address, and all that good stuff. And then if you won today, like I think Greg won the T-shirt. So Greg, make sure you let me know what size you want. I have XL, XX, and 3X. I'm wearing a 2X right now, so I mean it's still baggy on me. So they're pretty nice. You just got to stretch them out a little. Other than that, thanks. I was reading what Robert put. Night. I have surgery in the morning. Great show. Well, good luck, sir. Jeez. And check him out at Mainly Dirt Fishing, because he's always trying to do something for kids. He's always trying to give kids detectors and just a really good all around guy. Check him out, Robert. We like Robert. Ace is still on and he's still cracking them. Did you just read that one?
Hey, real quick, guys, as far as YouTube goes, my channel is almost about ready to hit 2,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I think I'm about 40 away from 2K. I know Dustin's getting really close to his 1,000. If you guys haven't already, check out my channel. Check out my videos. Check out Dustin's. We do a lot more than live streams, and we're active hunters. I mean, when we get a chance to get out there and find the goods, I mean, that's where we like to be as well. So check our channels out. If you eventually, I'm going to make some more people mods so you guys can eventually drop your links. I don't make everybody mods, but I mean, I will eventually add more people as you tune into the channel. You know what I mean?
What am I going to be on tomorrow night? My own.
You're on. So Flashing Your Pan, Ed.
That's right.
Flashing Your Pan. Dustin's going to be a guest speaker tomorrow. You're in for a treat. I was on his show. He's a good guy. A lot of different guys in that channel, guys and gals. You got a lot of gold panners, metal detectors. There's some magnet fishers. A little bit of mixed bag of different people. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do so as well. So,
Yep.
But yeah,
that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, we dropped a lot of stuff on you, and that free ticket, we didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we didn't ask for it. I mean, they just kind of popped it in and said they were wanting to give away a ticket. So
yeah, I'll tell you what, that's twice now they gave a ticket away with us on our show. Right. So wow, those guys they're good peeps. That's all I can say. And so are you guys for tuning in and for those of you still hanging out. So anyone have anything else to say to us before we cash it in for the night?
I'm glad they did a lot of the talking tonight. It was a little easier on us.
Yeah.
Not that I don't mind talking, but it's always nice to have a good guest full of information, that they're just throwing it out at us. It was something that I learned a lot tonight as well. Some questions that I didn't ask, but some of the other viewers did. And hopefully that, like I said, helped everybody. So,
well,
yeah, man.
Jersey Ray, thank you so much. We're glad you hang out with us. We appreciate you. Alan, we appreciate you, my brother. Ace, we tolerate you. Why we made you a moderator, I have no freaking clue. I can't wait to have a beer with my man. Greg, I love you, brother. You've been a big supporter. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. You're just awesome, awesome, awesome.
Right.
That's all I got to say, Andy. What a great, awesome.
Great show, man. Like I said, great team we are. And hopefully we get to meet a lot of the people that we've seen in the chat tonight. If they're at DIGSTOCK, feel free to come up to us. Come up to us and say hi. Don't be a stranger. You know what I mean? We're all about meeting people. So
yeah, we'll probably be, I mean, aside from a live stream, I'm sure I'm going to be recording a video or making a video, and
right.
So if you guys want to say hi, say hi. We don't care.
You. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Great show, guys, and we're gonna see you. I don't know when we'll do the next one. We'll talk about it. I always post it ahead of time. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Yes, we will.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go and do that. But not only that, but hit the notification bell, because that's what lets you know that Dustin and I are going live to do these streams. You can subscribe to the channel, but if you didn't hit that notification thumbs up bell or whatever thing, it's not going to tell you, hey, Andy and Dustin are going live. So, all right, guys.
Let's get Andy to 2,000. That is fantastic.
We're getting there.
Yep. So, yep. Good night, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.